kind of dancer when the music sweet us. If we ain't got it, we pretend like we do. Pop, 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 pop.
We pretend like we do, but yet this Queen Piat nigga, right, be pretending like he ain't with this shit, you know, and it's disrespectful. Disrespectful. He claim he's running a joke with Jamaican because this fat Queen Biatch nigga, he wants the smoke. He wants all the smoke because that's how he started off his content on social media, you know, catching smoke with other celebrities and people in the streets and all over. You know what I mean? So now he's coming for smoke from Jamaicans because they know that we bring the biggest smoke worldwide to anyone who violated. You know what I mean? So that is why this big fat ass Queen bitch ass mob effing FKR looking at mob to be hunting for, you know, for some smoke with Jamaicans. So y'all Jamaicans shouldn't be laughing with pure smile, laughing emojis in the comments. Y'all should be attacking his bitch ass, make him not wanting to come back to do these nonsensical, these shenanigans, these nonsensical shenanigans. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So this is a big embarrassment. Buju let us down. Look at him standing there. Like, Buju, come on, Buju. What an idiotic skit to plan. This is such an idiotic skit to say you're going to plan this, to do this. That's crazy, bro. I understand, say this a good promo for Buju Banton, you know, but I know every promo a good promo. They'll get me, I say, no homo is not a good promo. Yeah, hombre. You see me, this bro, yo, this brother here, Jano, I'm sick of seeing him, and I haven't looked at him in years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Buju, you let us down. Don't ever let us catch you doing this bullshit again, Buju. Okay? You make yourself look ridiculous and silly, embarrassingly, yo, failure like. Yo, I don't even know what more to say. I'm out.
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England.
Yeah, my people, right now, I'm on his ass. Yeah, Buju Banton, you see me? Yeah, big man thing right now. May I tell you, yo, you know, say our main objective here on this channel is to help y'all to distinguish good from evil, zin? Because you have a lot of good people who are endangering themselves, hanging with good people, supporting good people like their favorite artists and celebrities. You get me, I say? And them actually have put the future at risk with their entire generation. The more you support negative people, or not necessarily negative people, but yeah, similar, right? But really evil people, because you have good people who can be negative at times, so we don't want confusing, you see me? Or yeah. So anyway, with Buju Banton, where good and evil is concerned, now Buju is a man of a great deal of goodness, right? His action, a lot of goodness and good deeds we know Buju for, right? And these are both personally and what we see and all know from social media and what have been broadcast on, over the year, all these years over the air, like radio, television, and them thing there, you see me, the media, right? So when it comes to the good light of things with Buju, he have done and exercised a great deal of goodness. So we see him in a good light somewhat. You see me? Yeah, extensively. However, with people like Buju, it more difficult for tell and for judge because Buju have a lot of negative things to attach to him name. You get what me I say? And these are things we me know personally as well as for things what we all know. You get what me I say? Because we know say he has been a rough dad to his children, them. You get me I say? And most Jamaican man show enough of them full lack of education and lack of the ability to exercise patience and tolerance, right? Jamaicans, especially the man them from Evil Buju era, a lot of them are ignorant. They fail to be good fathers, even the ones who decide to stick by their children and play the right ideal and active role in them children life. Them end up be like a torment to them children. See? Similar with me and even the relationship with my father. Cause them man they just ignorant, dark, fool and dunce. And out of his DNA came an intelligent, wise young man. You get me? With a certain gift and foresight. We can see things very much deeper and further than how they actually appear. You get what me I say? So with Buju Banton now, seeing him have a lot of negative things attached to his name and a line through his past, present, and all those lifeline that he has been throughout times. You get what I say? So some of the negativity, because we did highlight none of the goodness, the good quality with Buju now, right? We know say alright, we know say when Buju go up on him interview, like even Wadi yeah, see? So one of the great qualities with Buju, him have the guts for talk about the things them enough people not talk about or people afraid to talk about. And at him we can see say Jazeel get that from. Because remember say when Buju had came out of prison, and was freed, he went on the breakfast. No, my bad. He went on the Drink Champs interview and waste no time to make it clear that the Afrobeat artist should be more focused or somewhat focused on the struggle that the Africans are facing instead of just producing this happy music for them to make money individually as Africans instead of singing about the struggle where them really are face so people can really do something about the matter. Because when you sing all these happy music, when not express nothing and shed no light on the real struggle where Africans are go through, then people are gonna overlook the problem them where them are go through. So me did rate Buju for that. That was a big step and a big accomplishment, right? But we see where it caused this big eruption and loud outbursts from fans and all type of celebrities, even Afrobeat artists themselves. So I hope the Afrobeat artists them really see what Buju has said was facts right there. That are bravery and camaraderie. You get me I say? Courageous. That is a brilliant move and a brave move. May I tell you, may I applaud Buju for that. And that is a big greatness right there. So we see where Cartel kind of did disagree in a film Drinks Champs interview. And me kind of disappointed. Even though Vibes Cartel had justified his reason. You know, fairly well, but what Buju had said was facts, solid 100 and more percent facts. But I think because Cartel had came out, a prison and him dep on a different thing, him dep on peace and love thing. So him not really try for push no energy for cause no uproar in a negative light. That's with Vibes Cartel. Even though we see him march with the PMP in the election, but hear him try for send nothing for what would have bring down or would attack against the next party, the ops, or the opponents, the opposition of the PMP, which would be the Labour right then. You know, so Vibes Cartel, and that's why Vibes Cartel don't really agree with Buju, because him want more depend on the positive vibes. You see me? So him really, when Buju say yo, him not like Buju vent him frustration about the Afrobeat artists them, right? And I say them for sing about the struggles with them a face. And Cartel say, no man, what them a do is good and thing, and him, you know, him love what them a do and ray. See? Which nothing wrong with that still. But we know say it is a problem with Africa not singing them struggle. See? Because this supposed to be the end times, you know, and we need something for Africa. Wake up all of the children, sons and daughters of Jacob. So may I say? Yeah, so another video, alright. So that a one good with Buju. Zin. A next good with Buju we can talk about. Zin. Cause you see say Buju have the outspoken, courageous bravery to him, because same way him expose the war for them a thief goods and him stand up against the politician Darl Vaz, who is a liar. We know him to be a liar, and he has been accused of raping and murdering and them thing there. You get me? I say over the years. So we know say we can't listen to them politician there. See, we grew up for know say them politician they are liar. Them can't all when the politician tell truth, we grew up for learn for say a lie same way. All when we are the truth them attack. Them are the worst for go believe out of anybody. All the liar this man in our community. You best believe him over any politician. See, that are the mindset we grew up for have. For just don't trust no politician. See? And that is why we more adapt to Vibes Cartel, because Beanie and Bunty them grew up in an era where them cling to politician. Them and politician tight. You see me? And the limelight and the whole music thing. But when Vibes Cartel era started, him no close thing with no politician. Emergency we are suffer around here. We're no green and no red again. We are beige and them thing. You see? Yeah, so so with Buju, our next good way Buju do now, we see where Buju show the people them say, yo, vote PMP. Seeing him take a stance. At the same thing, it tie back to the same Afrobeat powers where, you know, goodness. But there's more bad on Buju than good, because with the bad, unless me not remember much of the goodness right now, seeing? Because yeah, in poor parenting, in skill of this a one of him next bad. Him raise him youth, them him too rough on him youth, them as me tell you know, with like my father, see? Them make them children afraid of them, and that just cause them to grow with suffer from even panic attack. Cause your own parents will love you, and them are frighten you, and them are shout off at you like dog, and them not deal with even nobody else. So you have to wonder if them pitney are them worst enemy. You get me? I say, so my father make me pray up to this day. You see me? I say, so Buju, them too bad there, Zane, with how him deal with him pitney, and yeah, that one I'm bad. And the next bad, you know, him have the drugs thing attached to him name, Zane. Even though him say a lie, we see him on camera, so that I got ever be one of him downfall. Just like how in my previous video with Dime against Rosalie, that video they go check it out if you don't check it out yet. Zane, cause whole heap of gem in that video, them spit whole heap of gem in that video there. Zane. So just like in that video there, right, with the Rose and Dime thing, we may tell them say bounty killer, right? But I tell them, one more there. Me use the thing there, you know. Because Bounty are really the father and Cartel are the son. Zin, but you know Jamaicans, them rather for ribbit it in a them pitney head say obey your parents, but them would never once say or show them pitney say yo they mustn't allow their children to rot either, because God is a fear God, you know. But we as people were one-sided, we not fear. We are gonna just use the side where benefit we to the next party. We now go want make the next party know the two equal rules to make everything good. We are gonna just want to work with one and advertise one where best benefit the smart person. You get me? I say, but a wise man, I gotta do the right thing for the sake of righteousness. You see me? I not quite remember exactly when my fall off track somewhere along the line, Zin. But right now, we are getting at this budget thing right now, Zin. Because this is a next disappointing and disappointment when we see Buju put himself in a embarrassing situation, you know. You see me? Yeah, because this brother here when name QueenZFlip, right? The fact, remember me always telling you name is powerful, you know, from a long time. So just check out my video them. Because look pan Melissa, the storm, become expose Andrew and the corruption and you see me all of the support where Jamaica get and we not see it because government them take it and you see me? Like them share it up amongst themselves and them friends. You see me? So same way we see a new Melissa forward and I expose the artists them in the industry. I say she right for them. And it look like Mosquito PR a little money because twice song them drop back up on the YouTube. So basically it's like it's either them give her a little piece of food and she said no. Ray, you see me? And I can't get the whole thing and she just give them back the two song them. You know, and say yo she a hold on the other two. You see? Or what I mostly feel go on because all these mainstream devil work where control the music and are the gatekeepers, you know. These are the people who have the record label, them who sign the artists, them and manage them, you know, Zine. These are the mainstream devils who run the thing, them are the elite in the music, Zine. So these people, here what me feel. I feel that these people, them link her and make Melissa know, say, listen, no, go back the song them and we are gonna run the food pan here in a few days or a few. You see me I say cause this is how the evil people them get to work. And this is why them can never conquer good people and good will always triumph over evil if the good people them put up a fight. Because the evil people them always work with corruption. They always want to win through corruption. So from here win through corruption you're gonna lose in at the end because of legal rights and them thing there. Whether it's the court or whether it's the people them in the streets, the people them in the streets I go wire it down to the T and make you know say, yeah man, that other person that deserve that the good or the flagging or what have you. You see me? Yes, so all what evil people are do, them have to lose because they make them ego lead them to doing evil. And watch you know, to all them mainstream evil people that get to work, them are go on tell her say, 'cause this is how them normally get to work. Them want always have the upper hand and you for just wall lamp and the blade for them cut you. See, they always want to hold the handle and you hold the blade. So so this is how them normally get to work with the songwriter them. So like in a case like Melissa now, them will tell her say, just give us the song them back, man, and we'll think there. Right? Just forget about the whole thing, man, and give about the song, and in a few days or so we'll think there, you know. That is how them always want you to compromise, you know, with them on whatever terms it is. They always want to have the handle and you hold the blade so they can just rip the sword or the sharp object for you to get cut when you try to trust evil people, you know. So that is how them get back them two song, right? We're gonna see if them get back the other two and we're gonna know so them compensate the girl. You get me I say? Cause this is big thing, you know, and them a work on the hush, you know. You see me I say? So this QueenZFlip brother here, name is important with Melissa as me I show you. This QueenZFlip brother, you know. Queen represent woman, Zin. So you know say him is a big biatch, Zin. And the things them theme comedy skit them we do over the years would never succeed for anybody who is trying that shit to rise to fame, right? Even though we know a wipe and succeed, but him do it a fame thing, Zin. So what you know? Anybody where try that shit would never garner the amount of views if them constantly do that crap what him do. The only reason why him garner the whole heap of views and again popularity do this foolishness where this QueenZFlip bitch brother ya do. Because him did already have a name, right? He was known amongst a group, right? So and then you know because him get old now, him have to do something on social media, and this is how it shows you say a lot of Americans them fail for mature because me seeing it in the action of a lot of American, right? The young man them they grow up looking big and all manly and more manly than most other people man in any other country, but their mind and their mental ability is very small-minded individual them. A lot of the American them, especially the black men them. See? Because we not really see the white people them, even though we see them in the social media space. But when it comes to the black people, we see how them live. We mostly see them interview, hear what them must say, because mostly them we are listen to and watch, you know, with all that is going on. You know what I mean? And the black people them do some them say some ridiculous crap, and them say it serious. Like when you listen to all some rapper like all what's his name? Kevin Gates. You know, like a lot of time these niggas be coming on their interview saying some bullshit. You know what I mean? Some serious bullshit, and a lot of there's so many more of them. You know, so I think like they fail to mature, and then it's worse now for the younger Americans who are coming up in this gangbanging era. You know, of making song about their dead ops. They're trying to claim as much or as many body as they can before they even start their teen years. You know what I mean? So that's the era we're in now, and we still have to embrace it because you can't live as a coward. You have to embrace it and try to face it. You know what I mean? And try to be a warrior, because things and time is always gonna get rougher and rougher and tougher and tougher. Even when violence, even if the violence is, even if the elites and the government get rid of violence in the street, it's still, there's still gonna be a drawback, because that means that we are the one being violated by the government. They'll have all the powers to deal with us violently. So you get what I'm saying? Yes, so this QueenZflip brother here, I never liked him ever since the social media era. You know what I mean? I think he was cool back then in the days, but now he just become this big embarrassment, or you know, this thing to look at. And I can't believe Buju really settled for this, like agreed to be humiliated like this and embarrassed like this. And we know it's a skit, but his comedy are boring, it's whack, there's no joke in it, it's stupid, it's dumb. And if he's finding fun or anything hilarious about this crap, or anyone who find this shit hilarious or funny, then y'all guys lost all sense of humor, all taste, all sense of humor. You guys have no fucking clue about what should, you know, what is funny or not, because this is very distasteful. You know what I mean? Some of y'all lost connection with a soul or something, for if y'all think this is funny to look at. And even Buju is a big disappointment for no Buju have himself, big bad Buju where we know of this shit belly nigga, you know, just playing dead in this thing here. So let's get into this shit here. I just felt as if I had to address it, you know what I mean? Now let's get into it. Look at him just standing there. And then look how Buju is going to make a big mockery of himself. Even if this was a skit that I had agreed to with this queen bitch Z-flip shit nigga, I would have changed my whole mentality and just walked out the video the moment I see it going in this direction. Whatever bullshit he had told me and I had agreed to it, after seeing it playing out like this, I would just walk away, and he'll probably like, yo, why you leaving the video? We plan to do this crap. And I'll be like, no, man, I ain't with that shit. I ain't playing that shit. My character look like I'm being punked in the video, because Buju is definitely being punked in the video. You know what I mean? By a real punk. A big bad Buju Banton where do 10 years of prison or foreign. I make a shit belly nigga like this nigga punk him. You get what I'm saying? For a little fame and popularity. Like, come on, Buju. So Buju had more bad for make it even harder for see me in a good light. And this is what me I talk about from the start. You see it? Look at the punk over there. You know, you think it's funny, he's trying to be funny. I see people laughing in the comments them on all of the pages where post it, and they be saying something like, oh, he wants to bust blank, he wants to get excited, but he's holding it back and he's fighting himself, and he's a bullshit. He's a punk, man. He honestly, hey, this guy probably really don't like this Buju song, even though it's sort of like a skit they planned. I'm sure a lot of these American they can't relate to our music, you know what I mean? Even though a lot of them love it, but this one here, I'm more believing that he's not feeling those type of music, you know what I mean? Yeah, he may love the people, but trust me, I don't think he has that energy for these type of music or has that taste for these type of music or the ears, you know what I mean? You don't have the flavor for these type of music, right? Because he be playing this skit too well, right? He be playing this skit too well, being like just there like a dummy, like one of those things you see in the store, a mannequin, but he's a queen, he's a bitch. But his reason for calling himself Queens is for he claims that he's representing for Queens in New York. Like that's some bitch shit, boy. Leave Nicki Minaj to do that shit and leave them posed up on the street to do that. This a waste, man, and that's why I told you name is important because it makes him appear as a bitch every time you see him. When people see his name, they see a bitch nigga. Because they be like Queen, oh a bitch, oh no, it's a man, oh QueenzFlip, oh I know him. Every time people see his name, that little thing takes place in their mind. Cause he's a biatch nigga. Look what Buju is gonna do now. Buju seeing that this guy is paying him no mind, and even though we know it's a skit that they plan, because that's what this idiot do or does, Zin. And what he started off doing on social media was bumping into people and tussling with them, tearing off his clothes in the middle of the streets, and all these things, getting beat up. And it's just some bum nigga shit this dude be doing, man, ever since. And I don't see how he be going viral because social media full of beer dummies. I mean, so look at Buju now further embarrassing himself, trying to talk to this dummy. You know what I mean? And making things look worse upon him great self.
So, in Jamaica, in the dancehall, when the music sweet us, if we ain't got it, we pretend like we do.
We pretend like we do, but yet this queen piat nigga, right, be pretending like he ain't with this shit, and it's disrespectful. Disrespectful. He claim he's running a joke with Jamaican because this fat queen biatch nigga, he wants the smoke. He wants all the smoke because that's how he started off his content on social media, catching smoke with other celebrities and people in the streets and all over. You know what I mean? So now he's coming for smoke from Jamaicans because they know that we bring the biggest smoke worldwide to anyone who violated. You know what I mean? So that is why this big fat ass queen bitch ass mob effing FKR looking at mob to be hunting for some smoke with Jamaicans. So y'all Jamaicans shouldn't be laughing with pure smile, laughing emojis in the comments. Y'all should be attacking his bitch ass, make him not wanting to come back to do these nonsensical, these shenanigans, these nonsensical shenanigans. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So this is a big embarrassment. Buju let us down. Look at him standing there. Like, Buju, come on, Buju. What an idiotic skit to plan. This is such an idiotic skit to say you're going to plan this, to do this. That's crazy, bro. I understand say this a good promo for Buju Banton, but I know every promo a good promo. You get me? I say no homo is not a good promo. Yeah, hombre. You see me, this bro, yo, this brother here, Jano. I'm sick of seeing him, and I haven't looked at him in years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Bojo, you let us down. Don't ever let us catch you doing this bullshit again, Bojo. Okay? You make yourself look ridiculous and silly, embarrassingly, yo, failure like. Yo, I don't even know what more to say. I'm out.